Welcome back to BSLIVE. In this episode, I want to give a try this character library from Blender Studio. I might actually give a snow character or maybe the sprite character a try. Just play around with the rig. So you can download also rain. That's a really interesting one. This is some of the old rig from Blender Studio. But anyway, I already downloaded snow character rig. There's a bit of informations and I haven't watched the video, but I should. This character, the elderly character, and also the sprite. Maybe at some point I can find like a 3D scan of room that I can download from Sketchfab and just simply use for just like a random animations. Vintage room, actually, maybe I like this kind of empty room or abandoned place. Maybe I should try this one. Oh, I need to pay. Okay, let's try a free one. Just download the models. So I just want to grab the environment and the characters. Let's give it a try. Okay, with the character. So we have snow character. Let's try sprite. I'm using Blender 3.11. I haven't been animating for a while, but I just gonna save this first. It's just a new version. Okay, so by default, when you open the rig, you get this. You are in pose mode. You can go back to object mode. And you have the objects, but if you want to animate and pose your character, you go to pose mode. And by default we have some pose library that you can use right away, and we have a lot of control for these characters. Yeah, let's try. So just now I was grabbing the eye controller and then hit G to move it around. Let's see. Okay, the pose assets, maybe we can try to add our own pose at some point. This pose, I think I need to select, I need to select controller and then double click. Oh, actually just single tap will just apply the pose to the characters. And I believe with the every control rig, a good one, if you select all and then option G and option R and option S, it's gonna reset. It's gonna reset the transformations for that controller. Okay, so we have the usual hand control. Okay, this one. Yeah, I noticed I need to select all the controller in order to apply some of the poses. Or yeah, in case of the hand, I actually don't need to select anything, which is kind of weird. But anyway, I can keep going. We can enable flip pose and apply it. So when okay, the feet moves a little bit. So we get the root controller. All right. So by default, this is in IK mode. Same thing with the hands. We can maybe use a switcher. FK IK switcher, spine, left and right upper arm. So if I do this, switch to FK mode. Okay, there's a lot of control. Maybe for now we don't worry about that. Let's just play around with the pose. some interesting mouth shapes. Okay, the mouth seems to be pretty flexible. Lots of interesting facial animations can be made using this controller. I like this character. It reminds me of the Smurf character, comics by Peo. I think he's a Belgian comic artist. Okay, let's say I just make a quick pose from these presets. Let's see how easy is it to create a new pose. So I just make one, right? If I just reset everything, I can select all and reapply the pose. Okay, let's try just bring in our background anyway, the GLTF living room. So it's 3D scan from Sketchfab, and by default it's gonna be quite detailed. Maybe, yeah, scan like this, usually it's pretty heavy. I mean, let me just join this just using Command J and then go to edit mode. Let's clean it up a little bit. Right click, merge vertices by distance. Lots of 3D scans will be a little bit like this. I'm selecting a single vertices, select all the connected vertices, clean up, invert and clean up the rest of them that I don't need. Decimate. So yeah, I'm thinking we got all the tools, you know. We can 3D scans a room, we can 3D scans objects, we can use point cloud for the rooms or whatever, like just as reference. And we have a character. I don't know, maybe I should take advantage of this. So I'm trying to put this environment, let's put it on the floor. And we're gonna try to go inside. Let's enable texture for the room. Okay, I think this room seems like pretty empty, but we have a chair to put our character into. So I can just move the character into place. I don't have any stories or ideas, but for this video, I just want to put a character into positions. Yeah, I think this character should be around six apples. If it's Smurf, I think Smurf is around 6 apples. If it's, maybe this is too big. It's a little bit scary if you have character like this. Maybe let's make it smaller, about the size of 2 or 3 or 4 apples. Maybe 2 apples. Oh yeah, this character, by the way, is from Blender Studio Sprite animations. It's like a short film that Blender makes every year. It's worth studying and watch to see the whole process that they do to make this short film happens. I think usually it takes around 6 months. Yeah, I'm thinking So yeah, we have environment, we have the sofa. If we are to make like a short animations, maybe you can try to think of an ideas. Maybe the easiest is to make the character dancing, but or like stealing something. View frame selected. Just trying to get the feel of this character in the environment. I'm not gonna animate today. If you watch a lot of Tom and Jerry animations in the past, I think character like a Jerry, like the mouse, and the Tom the cat, it's a should be interesting character to play with inside the environment, because they are always like smaller than the environment, and then they get great characters to make like a short animations, 8 minutes animations, yeah, or something like that. So this is the eye character, the eye controller. These days, I think the idea is to use the character like 3D character as avatar. I think that's also really interesting, because you don't need to animate, because animating can be quite tedious. No matter you're animating by drawing or by moving a puppet like in stop motions or 3D animations, I think each one of them has pros and cons. Like if I want to animate this character, make a story, I should have make storyboard first, not just jump into it right away. But anyway, I just want to put a character into environment and then try to see this with light. Yeah, okay, character is there. Oh, by the way, oh yeah, I think this 3D scan, perhaps the texture is not using PBR, so we need to change that very quickly. Yeah, by default, it's using just the base color. Yeah, okay, using mix shaders. We just want to use principle, so we can lead this, use our own lighting. So we have point light. Now if we take a look at this using Eevee, oh okay, it's set to cycles. Let's switch to Eevee. Eevee is actually a little bit slower on the Mac. Yeah, maybe my computer is not powerful enough for this task. Eevee is a bit slower. Cycle is actually faster. It's a bit weak. But I can start to set the light, and yeah, anyway, make some animations. Oh well, for now, let's switch back to this mix shader so we can see everything again. Normally, I just animate in this mode, I guess. Viewport shading or this mode, it's the fastest. Okay, let's just make a silly pose on this character. Okay, we are using action editor. Okay, the timeline. Okay. Select all the pose, keyframe it using I. So there are 819 keyframes added. Okay, that's a lot. Just gonna pose this character. Where's the head controller? Okay, this is the head. Oh, that's the mouth. Okay. Interesting. Is it the neck? Okay, that's the neck. Okay. To make the character looks more scary, you can do that. And the whole body maybe moves. This is the pivot, IK pivot controller for the feet. Okay. Keyframe. I haven't animated that for a while. I haven't do much rigging either. Sometimes I do miss animating. It's just it takes a lot of time, but I think I'm starting to get into it again. Sometimes you just want the character to get into pose that you want, you know, like if you use motion capture, I don't know, because we have so much tools, maybe I was a bit lazy to do this type of thing. I just want to pose the character, make it dancing or something. But yeah, the manual way sometimes is also good. It's yeah, I guess if I'm not too lazy to do manual posing and animating, I can call it like it's a meditative thing, you know. Animating is just like a lot of things, it's pretty painstaking process, a bit slow. You just need to plan it. Actually, you need to plan what you're trying to do and make like a blocking. Once you're in the zone, then and you see your character moving, and okay, I just have to keep going. It's been a while. Oh yeah, by the way, the tools like pose library, this is still kind of new with Blender 3.0, I believe. We are 3.11 beta now. In the past, we don't actually have all this cool stuff. It's pretty handy, and the fact that it's coming with Blender built-in is huge. Character. If I didn't select any of the control rigs, I can actually apply this, which is funny. That's a relax hand pose, right? Let's keyframe everything. Oh yeah, the face. I like the huge contrast from this Sprite character when it's like just like a normal and nice looking. Like a friendly looking character, and I know, okay, what's wrong with the eyebrow? Can I switch to the normal, nice looking eyebrow? Huh, interesting. Friendly looking eyebrow, no. Interesting. I think there's like two type of eyebrow on this character, like an evil one and a friendly looking one. I don't know how to switch it. Anyway, let's continue. Oops, I keep hitting that. Let's try. I'm trying to pose this character from a normal friendly looking to evil looking. Three poses. If you want to make like an animations in 3 poses, that's usually a good start to make like a contrasty pose from normal looking character sprite and into evil looking. It's a fun looking character. So we have the character in the scenes. Might need to add lighting and cameras, but yeah, character is looking into the room. I guess maybe he's trying to steal some toys. Maybe I can try to make an animations based on that. Maybe, yeah, characters coming from the roof, I don't know, trying to steal these toys from this house, and then there's another character coming in a bit later. If I'm checking another character, the human character, we have Sprite and we have snow. Okay, snow and rain. Maybe like, okay, this character is more like humanoid. Once again, we are already in pose mode. When we open the character, let's save this just for fun. Just quick test. We have typical controller for the root. Hence by default is set to IK. Okay, let me try. Okay, cool. So compared to Sprite, this is more realistic character, still still like a stylistic character, and you can have fun animating character like this. Some eye, some facial expression. Oops, interesting. Oh, okay, I switched back to object mode. I don't know why. Okay. Let's try. I want to bring this character into the same room. file, append, snow. It's gonna bring everything, I guess. That's how you do it. Just append and bring the character in. Hopefully this character still works. Okay, we lost texture. Oh, okay. I've done something wrong, maybe. Okay. Switch to this mode. Okay, that's right. Trying to select the controller and yeah, okay, still movable. I just need to put him in relaxed pose. Maybe he saw the sprite character. He's too small. Did I just scale him? Okay, I cannot just scale him, otherwise he become fat or skinny. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. In that case, I will scale the room then. Just for this example, it's very messy kind of work, but just testing out the environment and the character, just for ideas.